Hello, crochet friends. Welcome back. Working on our ladybug. Today is bulk day. That's what I like to call this. It's where we have a lot of rounds. They're all the same. And so I'm going to demonstrate for you and then set you free so you can work on it on your leisure, at your leisure, and just relax with it. Make your stitches great and have fun because this is fun. We're having a good time here. Okay, so we ended with round 13. We have 78 stitches on our work. For our bulk section, we are going to go around and we are just going to single crochet each of these stitches all the way around. 78 for each round, and we're going to do this for rounds 14 through 19. So for 6 rounds of this red, no increasing or decreasing, we're just going to keep going around with single crochets. So the key to the bulk work is just to make sure we have the right number of stitches on each round, that we haven't missed somebody or added 2 in one stitch or something like that. So we want to make sure our stitch count is right. We move up our marker and we keep track of how many rounds we've done. So I like to write it down on a little piece of paper and I cross it off, or you could use a row counter, whatever works for you, just to make sure that you're doing 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So that is a good bit. You may want to sit down with a nice cup of tea. I've got my little cup of Earl Grey over here and I'm ready to go. Gonna get this taken care of. So it's 6 rounds, and like I said, just all single crochet. No changing of any stitches or anything. You're going in your whole stitch the whole time. So you just take your time and try to be smooth. This is a great time to work on your stitches and their consistency and how they look. Okay, so keep going along, and then when we come back next time, this will be the end of our red. So we will be getting rid of the red and going back to black. We're going to, I think next time we'll do the dots for the, the back of the top of the ladybug. We're going to do 6 little dots for that, and I think this is a great time to do them, and we will get them sewn on before we start the underneath portion of the ladybug, which is the black. It's the black, but I think it would be easier to get the stripe and the dots on. That's my plan here, before we close everything up, because it should be easier to get your hands in there and sew it on. That way you don't have to sew it on and try to be super neat. I'm not a seamstress. I don't do good sewing, so I'm always looking for cheat ways to get things done. I think it's a lot easier to sew from the back there than it is to try to sew it on top when my project's all done. So that's my plan. If you want to wait to the end and sew everything on, maybe you're much better than I am. So it's choices. I'm just demonstrating for you, and I do try to make things as easy as possible and think about what would make a project easier. Especially if you're a very beginner, it can be so overwhelming. So as we're going along here, like I said, this is 78 stitches. It's a considerable amount of stitches. You may have to take a break if your hands get tired. Mine do. Mine always do. But yeah, it's a lot of stitches. So I think this is turning out lovely so far. It's a great size. I think it would be fun sitting like on a dash of a car, driving along with you. It would be cute. So we're gonna need some eyes. We'll need some safety eyes. We will do a white that will go on to the head, it gives it a little bit of a definition between the black safety eye and then the black yarn of the head. So we'll do that little bit of white on there, and then we'll add the safety eyes. We're going to need to make some antennae. That'll be cute. So I think this is going to work out well. I want you just to keep going and having fun with this. That's the thing. I want you to enjoy yourself and have a good time with your six rounds of 78 stitches. But here I am getting near the end. So this would be my last stitch, right? I want to move up my marker. I want to mark off that I've done round 14 and then proceed on with the next group of 78 stitches. Okay, so just keep track of everything, count everything out, make sure your count is right. And I know that sometimes that's a pain when it's a lot of stitches, but I have faith in y'all. I know you can do it. I know you can. All right, keep going with that. I will see you next time. Thank you and have a joyful day.